New 101, if you're going to be making a complete series collection, you have to live up to the title. Many people are refunding their pre-orders on the Ben 10 Complete DVD collection because a few episodes were missing, thus rendering it incomplete. Way to go, Cartoon Network! You made the modifiers look like whatever ninja is still cooking since Lord knows when. New 101, the Proud Family doesn't need another holiday special. They already made one. The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, is in production of their own holiday special to soon air. But they need to rethink things when it comes to their reboot. You practically killed your series with an episode that is totally about Black Lives Matter and how slaves built this country. What's this holiday special gonna be about? Oscar turning into the Grinch and looting a liquor store while Sugar Mama pleads his case on Fox News? Hold the presses for a while, Proud Family, because you're killing your namesake. New 101, Chibiverse needs more airtime. This year, Disney released their first ever collab-style cartoon that brings all Disney characters from past to present together in tiny, cute little chibi forms. Don't get me wrong, it's a great show and it's awesome to see Kim Possible back on television, but it needs more airtime. If Disney is going to be airing Chibiverse once a week, they surely got to bring back House of Mouse to stave off nostalgic cravings, or make an after-school mini-thon with both television shows back-to-back on one another, like 69. New 101, if the leader of the free world is smitten on severing funding on children's programming, he needs to prioritize on cutting funding on this show. Teen Titans was once a critically acclaimed show with a breakout character and unforgettable art style thanks to the late great Derek J. Wyatt. And sadly, this show got what I like to call the Thundercats treatment, where a once great show of the past is sadly chewed up and spat out of every orifice, turning into a pile of saliva and other gross bodily fluids. Now, where have I seen that before? And finally, New 101, if Christy Carlson Romano is up for a potential Kim Possible reboot, Disney television animation needs to follow these rules of thumb. Before I get into the rules, let me explain what Kim Possible is to you uncultured swines watching this. This show was conceived in 2002 by a clique of men in an elevator, where they were thinking up a new cartoon. One guy says to the other, Kim Possible, she can do anything, while Ron Stoppable can't do much. And they must get together like opposites attract, and how that music video You Never Got a Reprise is beyond me. But do take notes. After that discussion, they felt that show wouldn't take off because KP was a female main protagonist and it wouldn't appeal. And in June 7th, 2002, were they ever so wrong? Once she came on the scene, hormones relapsed and the younger demographic experienced having a boner for the first time in their lives. And among the sea of naked mole rats, Green Goth arch-nemesis, and the eventual love that Kim and Ron got at the end of it all, you better believe that show has a potential for a reboot. And no, not the butchered mess of the live-action film. I'm talking an actual cartoon reboot. And if you're a writer on Disney already with a script for a potential pilot, listen real damn close to these rules of thumb, because you'll need it before you butcher it. Step 1. Keep the designs as they were from 2002 to 2007. They were already as perfect and memorable as they were. Don't even think of turning Kimmy black or giving her a black boyfriend. If anything, Monique was good enough, and so was Wade on her communicator. Step 2. If KP and RS are gonna come back, they gotta be a couple. And they don't just need Rufus as a companion, they need a child they conceived. Don't believe me? Look them up on the dark web. They do things that TMZ won't even bother taking pictures of. The child, of course, cannot be black! She's got to be either blonde, ginger, or both, and her name has to also be a pun. Here's a concept I made on DeviantArt. Kim's a mom with gray hairs, Ron be lifting, and wears an eye patch for clout despite not really having an eye injury. And this is their daughter, Addison Stoppable, which is a far-reaching pun on anything's possible. Step 3. If there are going to be seasons, Addison Stoppable needs to grow up between those. From a toddler in training asking Mama Kimmy, "Mommy, what's a sitch?" to being an eager preteen always making her mom and dad and Rufus proud of her, to being a teenager with so much angst that even she might consider turning sour against her parents, but eventually warming up, and come the final season, she's a young adult with a fully developed brain, with her own boyfriend. Christ, you can make her a lesbo if you wanna. Kim and Shigo were practically lesbians. Step 4. For the other recurring characters in the potential reboot, leave them as it is. You can make Kimmy and Ron's parents older if you wish, make Bonnie a coach for those big, brolic football players, while making Kimmy a cheerleader coach at her old high school by day. For Monique, leave her as it was. Don't make her all in on the BLM movement and rob the aforementioned liquor stores and make her friends represent her case on Fox News. Let her still be Kimmy's friend, FaceTiming each other once in a while. And as for the villains, also leave them as they once were. 'Cause baby, that show is as perfect as it comes. Finally, step 5. Even if you follow these rules of thumb, or you had an existential crisis and gave the reboot the aforementioned Thundercats treatment, make a better effort than Cartoon Network did when it came to Ben 10 and give the people what they want. And what they want is for this true Disney princess to have her own complete original series collection. You did it with Proud Family, Gravity Falls, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, and the other countless movie collections you did. If you do this, we here in Canada will truly be watching family with the magic of Disney.